Hi everyone, this is Tom, and today I'm talking about Beatlemania in my classroom. That's right, 2017, 2018, I was approached by my principal before the year started, and I was told, you're going to get Eli in your class, and he can be a disruption. I was like, what? And she said, oh yeah. She said, the girls are wild about Eli in first grade, and you are going to find out. I poo-pooed it as, yeah, whatever. And sure enough, that first day, we're lining up to go to the lunchroom, and there's a near brawl in my classroom to get to be next to Eli in line. And I had to assign positions in line right then. I was not going to put up with this. But sure enough, we got out in that hallway and we're walking to the cafeteria, and the other kids in the hallway all yelling to Eli. And these were packs of girls in other classes that were catcalling to Eli in the hallway. I couldn't believe it. But we got to the cafeteria and I warned them, you got to assign some seats because this Eli presence is really something. So we ended up having to assign seating positions in music and PE and in art. And but that wasn't the worst of it. The worst was going to recess. We would go out to recess and the packs of girls would be standing at the doorway where Eli was leaving, and or my class was leaving, and they would all be catcalling through the glass to Eli. We couldn't even get out of the building. And so they're all yelling to Eli, and I'm telling them, no, you cannot do this. So we had to work out a agreement with the recess aides that they had to monitor where Eli was going and how much they were allowed to hang out with him. And all Eli wanted to do was play soccer. He was tall. He was a good-looking kid, 7 years old. And anyway, he played soccer, but he would sometimes tell a girl or two to wait on the bench because he didn't want to play soccer the whole time. It was too hot out. But he would forget about the girls. They would sit in the hot sun, like 85-degree heat, for half an hour and come in and have to go to the health room because they were just exhausted from sitting there and had been forgotten about because Eli's just 7. He got caught up in soccer. So as the year came to a close, Alexis, who was also in the class and a neighbor of Eli's, comes to school and announces that her mom's going to have a baby, and she's decided to name the baby Eli. And we were all so excited. We loved the name Eli, and we loved Eli. And so anyway, she had the baby Eli, and fast forward 6 years until this past April, I'm substitute teaching in a kindergarten class at that school. And sure enough, a boy yells, hey, Eli, across the room. And I said, who are you talking to? He said, that boy over there. And so I turned to him and I said, are you? And he said, yep, I'm Alexis's little brother. I was waiting for you to say something. And I thought, oh my goodness. The year with Eli, and now I have Alexis's little brother, Eli, in my class. And so I emailed the mom when I got home, and we reminisced about 2016, 2017, and mom invited me to do a magic show at Eli's birthday. And so I did, and I stayed for dinner, and lots of laughs and remembering the day. I had Beatlemania in my classroom.